Alright, so I'll start this a little earlier than normal just to talk about. Obviously, yesterday there was a rainout. It really does benefit both teams. You have two different things. So, one, LG obviously benefits from having the extra time off for their bullpen with Hernandez pitching 3.2 innings. But at the same time, Samsung does benefit. It does benefit from having an extra day for Reyes. Reyes now has an extra day of rest. He's on regular rest for uh, for Samsung. And really, a big benefit has been the rainouts, and in terms of for Samsung actually, because again, they only really have two starting pitchers. If there wasn't the two rainouts, what they would have gone with is they would have ended up having to go with Reyes, Wan Tayin, Wang Dong Jae, and then they would have had it's 2-1 LG, or sorry, 2-1 Samsung. Then Samsung would have had to have Reyes going on 4 days rest, and then Wantain also if there was a game five. So the rainouts have benefited Samsung also, not just LG, who LG really only has two, maybe three guys in the bullpen that they can rely on. I really have to also think that, it is. I also have to think that this is quite possibly a time where Wan Tayin is gonna obviously gonna start the next game for Samsung, but Che Wan Tae for LG, I have to think that he is a guy that might come in out of the bullpen, uh, just because they need arms at this point. So Enns will start the game for LG. He was supposed to start the first rainout game, and then obviously supposed to start the second rainout game. He has not pitched well. He has 7.27. He has the worst ERA in the postseason. Has not pitched well. Part of that is because he did also pitch on short rest in the series against KT, and they got to him. So while he has not pitched well, he is now on a full week of rest. We'll see if that helps him at all, and I have to imagine that it will. So Samsung had tremendous issues with scoring. They got shut out in the last game. They are not at Daegu. They are not in they are not playing at their home stadium. But that's a really difficult thing for Samsung because their team is set up for homers, and it's a much harder to hit here in Jamshil, as there was three balls that would have been home runs easily in Daegu. Is that first pitch is upstairs for a ball. Kim Ji-chan, only hitting 250 on this postseason, has not done what a lot of people were expecting as he misses there, and now it's a 2-0. So Kim Ji-chan has got to get on base. He's got to be stealing because, again, Pak Dong-won is not a good defensive catcher. They've got to get him on and get him moving. Samsung, Daegu, and of the I don't want to say the easiest of the stadiums, the regular stadiums. Daegu and Incheon are both the easiest, as that is ball four on 4 straight pitches, and that is not how you want to start the game. So on 5 days rest, 665, 6 days rest, 405, 7 days rest is ERA just over 3. So again, he is on full rest. We'll see where that goes. The first 4 pitches, not good ones. Yep. All right, Samsung. Lee Sung-gyu will step in. He is also hitting 250 in this playoff. Samsung going with a different lineup. Lots of changes in the Samsung lineup after getting skunked in the last game. Plus, you got a lefty on the mound. So those two combinations, there's going to be way more right-handed batters for Samsung through this game. As that's going to be a swing and a miss. First strike of the day for Ins. So Lee Sung-gyu hitting here in the 2 spots. Again, Ends a left-hander. Lee Sung-gyu a right-hander. So they're going lefty-righty, basically. As that's misses upstairs. 1-1. Ends not looking good so far. He is not following through. Everything is getting elevated. Everything is way up in the strike zone. He's not necessarily missing left and right. He is missing up and up and up. As that is another elevated fastball that misses. Ends 4 pitches mainly. Fastball is going to be 49% of the time and 148 from the left side. That is fast by KBO standards, especially coming from the left side. So he will use that fastball mainly. So that catches in. I am a Hanwha season ticket holder, so I only really do Hanwha games. So Hanwha away games during the summer, I did a lot of Hanwha home games too, because it was the worst summer on record in Korea. So I did a lot of stuff there. That's gonna be a swing and a miss there, and Ends gets his first outs. Kim Ji-chan not even thinking about stealing over there. Yeah, but I will say this. Hot is not the issue in Korea. It is, again, it's a peninsula, so it's just super humid. It's disgusting. Like, you take a shower and then you need to take another shower. It was hot for a very long time. Humidity was ridiculous. It was hot. It never got cool at all. As a curveball is in there for a strike to Diaz. Diaz moves up 1 spot in the lineup to number 3. He's hitting 500 in this postseason. Did not hit well in the first game of the Jamshil road trip, but they ended up being foul. They would have been homers in Daegu. As the 0-1 pitch, that's going to be a ground ball. He's not going to be 2. Grabs it, throws, tosses. Tosses to first, and 2 away as Kim Ji-chan will move over to second on the Diaz 4-3 ground out. So 2 outs, runners over on second. They do not make much. You have to figure the rookies make less than than most teachers. That's really high. That's like really high. Like really high. So let's talk about the guy that just got out, Lee Sung-gyu. He is making $70,000. As that makes it 1-1 to Park Byung-ho. Yeah, he's making $70,000. He's been in the league since 2005. The guy on first base, and again I'm rounding, makes $160,000. The guy on second makes $160,000. That's probably foreigners. Yeah. But there are a ton of incentives and stuff for that aren't in the salaries. So the 2-1 pitch runs inside, and that's going to be 3-1. So when I used to talk to some of the actual players, they would tell me things like the pitchers, they would win the game, and then they'd get in the locker and the coach would give them 200, $200, $300, $400, $500. As that lifts up, and He's really good because one, he's a left-hander. He throws fairly fast, and his off-speed pitches are good. Again, ends throws 148 from the left side, and that is really fast for a left-handed left-hander. 150 is real fast. Yes, but it's not Cy Young. It's called the Che Dong-wan Award. Eric Fetty won last year. Now currently a Cardinals pitcher. As Pak Byung-ho will reset for another 3-2 count. All right, so once again, a 3-2 pitch. Kim Ji-chan over at second base. Pitch number 18 of the inning for ends. And that's going to be a chopped foul, and he'll reset for another one. Yep, he pitched for NC last year. He won the Korean Cy Young and the Korean MVP. As that's a swing and a miss. Strikeouts number 2. He walks the first batter on 4 pitches, but strands him over at seconds as he strikes out 2, and we'll go to the bottom of the first. Thank you, Kyle. So the lineup is going to be the exact same for LG. They pretty much go with this lineup. They haven't made many changes in this entire series, really. So, Hong Chang-gi will lead things off just like usual. Shin Min-jae will be in the second spot. The big thing is going to be Moon Bo-kyung down at the bottom in the 6th spots, and Pak Dong-won, 133 and 174 batting averages in this postseason. They have been awful. I mean, I'm not gonna. They've just been awful. Really awful. All right. Again, a little bit of changes on the defensive side, just because they've had changes on the offensive side also to get match up with the righty-lefty. Reyes did have 1 game, 6.2 innings, got the win, 1.35 ERA, 1 strikeouts, 2 walks, a .9 WHIP. I do not watch the NFL. Yeah. And just never really got into the NFL back when I was in the States. Nothing outside of some weekly pick'ems with my dad's office. All right, so Hong Chang-gi will step in for LG to lead off the LG side. And I think the umpire is given the rosin signal. He would like some rosin, I guess. Definitely not. I'm from Missouri, and there's no NBA team, so there's no baseball. It's either baseball or baseball. Occasionally, I'll also watch baseball. And if baseball is not on and baseball is not on, I will usually maybe play some MLB The Show. But I am a one sportsman, so I used to my time here in Korea and the time that MLB is on just doesn't match very well. So the first pitch from Reyes is in there for a strike, and it's 0-1 to Hong Chang-gi. St. Louis. All right, the 0-1 pitch, and that is way inside as it bounces in the dirt right in front of Hong Chang-gi's feet. And that one hits him. And Hong Chang-gi will take his base. And LG gets a runner on base via the hit by pitch. Only took 3 pitches for Reyes to put the first batter on versus 4 pitches for Ends to walk Kim Ji-chan. So I would say that LG is way more efficient, which isn't something you want to do when you have a Samsung bullpen. LG is a team that runs a lot. Again, they led the league in stolen base attempts. They did not lead the league in stolen base percentage. They were second to last. Only team that they were better than was Hanwha. Shinmin Jae does the exact same thing that everybody loves. And why the manager for LG is worthless. He is going to bunt with a runner on first and no outs in the bottom of the first inning. Just here on Kyle, just here on this on YouTube here, as he pulls it back, slaps it, but foul, and that's going to be 0-1. I don't quite have the connections in the KBO to be broadcasting anywhere other than for you guys here on YouTube. All right, Shinmin Jae. In on the corner is Kim Young-un over at third. He still squares around a bunt. I don't watch the NFL. Like multi-stream to what? No, OG1. Sorry, Shinmin Jae. I thought about it. Just a second, I'll talk about it. As that misses outside, 1-2. I thought about doing that, but kick isn't the best place for me. It doesn't have the best reputation, and Twitch, it doesn't have any support in Korea, so not a real reason for me to do it. The only other place that I would multi-stream would be SOOP, but they only allow they recruit streamers, and since I live in Korea, I can't stream for them. So the 1-2 pitch, that's upstairs. Hong Chang-gi was on the move, but Shinmin Jae fouls off ball number 2, and it's 1-2. Kang Min-ho behind the plate. Hong Chang-gi, 48% success rate. That is absolute garbage in the KBO. As the team with the worst success rate is Hanwha with about 48%. Man, as that's going to be a stolen base. He's going to say replay it. He thinks he got his leg. As he is on second with ball 2. He is on second, but they are going to replay it. The second baseman, Jun Byung-woo, is saying that he got his leg. And again, this is every single stolen base attempt is a... So every single play that is remotely close is replayed, as every time somebody gets thrown out, they signal that they need a replay, and every time that somebody gets every time someone's safe, the defender says they need a replay. 너무 감사합니다. Thank you, Chris. I don't know. The thing with is Samsung Ends is on full rest, and they're at home. Samsung is not that good away from home. I think he might be out. I think his leg did get him, or he did get him on the leg. Even with his Giants oven mitts, they might call him out. That angle didn't do anything. Yeah, it's real close. Do I know all 32 NFL teams? I think so. Yes, LG is favored for one big reason, in the fact that they're not in Samsung. They're not in Daegu. They're not, it is not a home team. Samsung, 11 games over 500 at home, 4 games over 500 on the road. They are a team that does not score very well if they can't hit the home run. I actually have all of their little stats over here. Yep, Seattle. Should have just given Marshawn the ball. And once again, LG runs themselves into an out and one away. Oh, wrong button. It is not the second inning. Sorry about that. Once again, LG does what they do best, and that is run themselves into an out. They are out more than any other team on the base pass, and they run in to more outs on the run, as that's going to be bobbled by the second baseman, and he's safe and will reach on the E4. And the first error of the game for Samsung. Samsung, one of the best defending teams in the league, only 81 errors on the season. LG is also a good defending team, but Shin-Min Jae with just a bit too much speed. Well, welcome back, Sparkle. All right, Austin, 226 in the postseason. Looks at strike one on the outside. He has not had a good series here. 0.091 with 0 RBIs and a ton of opportunities. As that runs inside. Sparkle, you can watch former New York Mets Denyi Reyes. I didn't like the U.S. Reyes used to be a Mets pitcher. All right, Austin, the 1-1 pitch. He reaches as Shin-Min Jae was on the run. This wasn't for me. Shin-Min Jae, 74% on the season, much better than Hong Chang-gi. Yet they still continue. The LG fans absolutely hate all the running, just because they run themselves out of outs so often. As the check over on Shin-Min Jae slides back in. Reyes, not a huge strikeout pitcher. Again, only had 1 strikeout in game 1. I live in Korea. I live right by the stadium. And just misses outside, 2-2. All right, the 2-2 pitch. That's foul. No, the pitcher used to play for the Mets. Welcome, Mary Kate. Yeah, Zeus, just go to the description. You go to the description in this video. It'll tell you where you can watch outside of Korea. The person batting actually used to play for the Cardinals. The legend Austin Dean of the St. Louis Cardinals versus Denyi Reyes of the New York Mets. And that's Austin going to ground into a 6-4-3 double play, just like he was still on the Cardinals. And Austin continues to struggle as we will go to the top of the second. They get a hit. They also, they get an error and a hit by a pitch. No hits. And they continue to be hitless with runners on base. They had 1 hit last game with a runner on base. Now they've just gone 0 for 2 with runners on base today. Uh I'm mixed on it. One, I like the fact that you reward the team that's won the postseason. The one thing I don't like is, one, I don't like that 50% of the teams make the playoffs. I think they should do. I think it should be a 4-team playoff. Start with the 3 and 4 team on a best of 5 series. I really just I think the first round game thing is just it's awful, honestly. I really don't like it at all. So, again, kind of the thing is Samsung here is showing their 1.7 home runs per game in Daegu, zero point 0.7 per game in Jamshil. In the playoffs here, Daegu, there's 4 home runs a game, 0 in Jamshil. So Kim Un-gon will step in. He had 2 home runs himself in the last game. Yeah, I definitely think that the playoffs are too long in the KBO, as that's in there for a strike 1-1. But yeah, I mean it's kind of one of each. Good for the fact that you reward something, but it's bad because it takes so long. And the 1-1 that's in there for strike 1 and 2 to Kim Un-gon. Kim Un-gon 429 in this postseason. I have no opinion about the Mariners. As that is going to be a little bloop right to the second baseman and 1 away. I saw the Mariners play one time. I went to watch a Royals. Oh no, I saw them twice actually. I went to watch a Royals Mariners game so that I could watch Ichiro play, and Ichiro got hit in the head in the first inning, and so I didn't even really get to watch him play. Then I also watched the Red Sox Mariners right before I moved out, as that's in there for a strike. Kim Jong-un again. He is our big strikeout or home run guy. No, definitely not. All right, ends the 0-1 pitch. A big swing and a miss way up in the zone. Almost hit him in the head, but he still swung at it, and it's 0-2. I don't think it's going to be a 10-run game, but I definitely think it goes over 4. All right, the 0-2 pitch to Kim Jong-un. He says throw it in the dirt. He does, but like always, Pak Dong-won doesn't understand that people have ears, and they can literally hear you slamming your glove on the ground like an idiot. So, yes, they do, Kenny. The 1-2. No matter what, Kenny, your life is going to be horrible on Monday. You either are going to have to. You're either going to have to deal with Samsung driving near the Samsung Stadium, or you're going to have to deal with a Samsung Kia Korean series, as that Austin is under it and 2 away. So no matter what, Kenny, your Monday is not going to be great. All right, stepping in now, Kang Min Ho. He moved down one spot in the lineup, 182 in this postseason, and that one is outside of 1-0. Kang Min Ho trying to get himself a Korean Series championship, one of the remaining guys left. Maybe, Mary Kate. All right, the 1-0 pitch. Kang Min Ho skies that one right to the center fielder, and 1, 2, 3 go the Kitty Cats from Daegu, and we'll go to the bottom of the second. 0-0. Mary Kate, Monday could be game 5 if LG is able to get the win today, so cannot for sure say that Monday is going to be a Kia cheerleader day. Quick inning there for Inns. 11 pitches. That's what he really needed there. Gives him 34 of the game. Yeah, I would definitely say under 7. You mean like win? Nothing. I'm gonna rest. I'm gonna rest. I mean the series, you got to think the KBO, you know. thank you. I can't watch the Seahawks game. I can't watch the game in Korea. I'm sorry, man. But thank you very much. You are the first person to ever give me a super chat. Thank you. The first ever. As that is lifted foul into. All right, Kim Yeon-soo, 241 in this series. I can't like the time difference is really difficult. Like, well, one, I don't know. I don't watch the NFL. As Kim Yeon-soo grounds into a 3 putouts to Diaz over at first. I wish I could, because that's the way it used to be. I don't watch the KBO. So the thing is if Samsung wins today, I'm basically gonna be going right into a getting a preview for the Korean series as OG1 steps in. 267 on this postseason, looks at strike 1. So yeah, for me, like if Samsung wins this game, then I need to get my preview show for Samsung versus Kia. If LG pulls out the win and it runs at 2-2, I have to prep everything so that I can record it on Monday nights or Tuesday night after the game's in, after game 5 ends. So yeah, not a lot of time. During the off season though, Mary Kate, I'll still be doing videos, more like analytics stuff, talking about as different teams as. That's a sweet angle right there. as OG1 fouls that straight back into the camera right behind home plate. But yeah, so like when teams sign foreign players, I'll try to do some videos and stuff over that. As OG1 gets that just past the diving second baseman, and we've got our first hit of the day, ladies and gentlemen. We've got our first hit of the day. OG1 with a 1-out single past the hole over on the right side. All right, Moonbo Young steps in, 133. Tail, almost every Korean has an English name. What's up, Zong? Yeah, almost every Korean has an English name. As that's a swing and a miss. 0-1 to Moonbo Young. So yeah, I mean, my students are named like Elsa and Leo and Emily and Alice. They all have like actual English names, as that's a strike on the inside corner. Don, what's your English name? I've had some yeah, do you have an English name or just Korean name? As that's upstairs, 1 and 2. See, there you go. All right, the 1-2 pitch to Moonbo Young. As OG1 is steals and he is out. Once again, LG has done their best to absolutely. I mean, just good lord, could this manager be any freaking worse? Like, good lord. What an idiot. Just watching him. Just. Good lord. Like, please, can KBO pass a rule that if you're over 60, you can't be in the dugout anymore? Because this is awful. All right, we've got a 2-2 count here, and Moonbo Young pops that one, but foul off the netting into the glove of Kang Min Ho, but still 2. I mean, already you've got a hit by pitch, you got caught stealing, you got an error, then you got a double play, and then you get a single, and then you get thrown out stealing again. You're 0 for 2 on the base pass already, man. Stop running. As that's fouled away. Thank you. I don't even have buttons. I am not expecting people to throw money into this, but thank you. My career, I don't have one. I thought about getting one, actually. I thought about trying to get a Korean name, just because there's a lot of applications, like I'm sure you know Home Plus. Like, you cannot get a Home Plus discount if you're not a Korean, as that bounces into the outfield. And once again, another hits for LG. We'll see if they are able to resist the urge to get thrown out at second. I'm almost afraid. I don't know why. Like, so one of my Korean teachers all for this. What if I shave though? As the 0-1, as first pitch to Park Dong-won is misses outside. All right, here comes the 1-0 pitch to Park Dong-won. All right. That's in there for a ball. 2-1. If I, I think about shaving all the time because it really gets it's kind of annoying with my motorcycle helmets. As the 2-1 pitch to Pak Dong-won, that's going to be a ground ball, but it's foul. 2-2. So, Kyle, I got a question. You obviously love the Mariners and the Seahawks, so I'm guessing you live in Seattle or something. Diaz giving chase, and the over-the-head catch in foul territory by Diaz. And that'll end it. LG gets another hit. They get 2 hits. They get thrown out at seconds once again and strand another one. And they continue to not be able to hit with runners on base. That inning there, again, it just shows the LG fans absolutely do not like the fact that their manager continues to try to steal bases constantly. It just drives them absolutely nuts. I may shave, but if I shave, I have to get a new. I have to redo all of my screens because like they all the ones that I have all have beards on them, beards and dreadlocks. I would have to shave. I don't know why I can't just have dreads as my Korean name. I think that's fitting. All right, so we're back, top of the third. We'll see what happens here. So, ends quick inning, last inning. Got themselves in and out in 11 pitches, leaves them at 30 pitches. Dure? Wasn't Dure like or maybe that's the different, or maybe that's the other Dure, like a joint venture between like 2 villages, like to help each other out. I would have to be Kong as that. I want to say like Dure as that's ball 1 2 Jun Byung-woo. Strong as that is in there for a strike. 1-1. I think it's Dure. It's got to be Dure. Kong Dure. I don't think I've ever met anybody with the name Dure. I'm afraid to know what it really means. He said do. All right, the 1-2 pitch to the second baseman and pops him up, but gets out of foul and stays 1-2. And in there for a strikeout, staring at the ball, go right down the middle. One down, and that's the 3rd strikeout of the day for Inns. Again, Inns on extra rest on 7 days or more has an ERA just over 3. It's over 4 if he's on 5 days rest. I don't even know what that means. But I have been called I have been called gritty before. Maybe I think it might be gritty though. Who's the Philadelphia Flyers mascot? As the 1-0 pitch is in there for a strike on the outside corner. EJ Hyun steps in. .091 on this postseason. But's playing excellent defense as that's misses, and it's 2-1. So, Kenny, if you're still there, the answer to your question, I got sidetracked. But number 5, their left fielder. So after he got injured, he went to Japan to have emergency treatment on his knee. Why he had to go to Japan, I don't know. That's something that I don't understand really. But yeah, he flew to Japan, got treatment on his knee. He is available for pinch hitting today, as that is popped foul and runs the counts full 3-2. So he is available for pinch hitting, but some minor ligament damage is what the report was. The article that came out a couple days ago, because I was trying to figure out when he was going to be back because he was still left on the roster. So the 3-2 pitch, a swing, tips it into the glove, and that's going to be 2 away. Strikeouts number 4 for ends. But yeah, so number 5, Gu Jauk, he is available for pinch hitting. After his injury, he went to Japan, got emergency treatment. The report said that he would be available as of today. They said the 19th, but this was a few days ago before when they were expecting this to be a off day before the Korean series. So as Kim Ji-chan looks at ball 1 at the top. So he should be available to pinch hit. He cannot play the field. So maybe he'll be back for the Korean series. Who knows? But definitely not going to be 100%. As there we go. First pitch to Kim Ji-chan that goes in the zone. He is first 5 pitches he saw were all balls. Walked in his first at-bats. He is the only base runner that Samsung has had. He walked on 4 straight pitches to start the game, and it's a 1-1 pitch right now. Kim Ji-chan, that's going to be chopped foul, and it's 1-2. One of the reasons why Samsung has struggled to score without the home run is because their leadoff batter's not getting on. Kim Ji-chan and Hong Chang-gi both have been struggling in this series. Kim Ji-chan is, hits over 300, but he's hitting 250 in this series. Hong Chang-gi leads the league in walks and on-base percentage, and he's hitting 250 in this series. So both of those guys 150 points below their regular average as he grounds that one right to Austin, fields it, steps on the bag, and we will go to the bottom of the 3rd. Ends with another 1-2-3. He's retired 9 straight after walking the first batter, and pitching nicely is a 15 pitch inning to bring his total to 45 through 3 innings. No, I can't legally play the video. Justin, if you look in the description of this video, it will tell you how to watch it. If you are outside of Korea, it'll tell you exactly how to watch it. That stream on that is the official international broadcasting rights of the KBO, so you can watch it on there. You can sync it up perfectly with the watching that and listening to this stream. Man, I have to take LG just because, man, I just don't think Samsung is very good away from Daegu. I think Samsung wins game 5. No problem, Justin. Enjoy. And it should sync perfectly if you want English commentary. You want to know what you're seeing on the screen. Yeah, I really don't think Samsung is designed to play in a stadium like this. I really don't. They're a team that doesn't hit a lot of doubles. They're a team that doesn't strike out a lot of guys on the defensive. Just hits. Yeah. As that is in there for a strike. 0-1. So Paque main 240 on the postseason as he watches that one bounce in. It is just hits. It's not hits and walks. As the 1-1 pitch runs inside, makes it 2-1. Yeah, because I think he's going to go 5 or 6 innings. As he pops that one up. Diaz running around in the infield and 1 away. Diaz has played first base rather well, I will say this. He has impressed me. Whether or not he gets signed for another year is questionable. I think Samsung really, really needs a second baseman. As Moon Sung-ju looks at ball 1. Andrew, I think Moon Sung-ju gets a hit here, actually. 409 in this postseason. 3 runs scored, 3 RBIs, 2 stolen bases. He does have a hamstring injury as he looks at strike 1 in there, which is why he is playing. He is DHing and not playing left field. As that's chopped foul. Dangs Budechige. Dangs. So are you at, I assume is it at 4.5 or is it at 5.5? As that's in the dirt's 2-2. Yeah. As the 2-2, that's going to be a ground ball. Not going to be the hits that I predicted, as that's 2 away on the 6-3 ground out. I'm glad you guys talk to each other about this stuff, because I have no idea what prize picks are. All right, Hong Chang-gi steps in. He hit by a pitch and caught stealing in his first at-bats. First pitch is right down the middle, so he lets it go in for a strike. It's 0-1. Ah. As that's inside. I would think that betting on a players would be way harder. Hopefully the payout is way better. All right, the 1-1 pitch to Hong Chang-gi. And just misses. I don't know if it is or not, but I will say this. Koreans cannot go to a casino. So I'm going to say no. As Hong Chang-gi lifts that one, and that is going to foul just into the corner. And 2-2. Yeah, so Koreans cannot even go to a casino. There's only one casino that Koreans are allowed to go. All right, the 2-2 pitch with 2 outs. Hong Chang-gi pops him up. And a left fielder under it, and 3 away. That'll be the end of the third. We're still at goose eggs. 1 run total in 12 innings at Jamshil. Uh-oh. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing. Yeah, I know most of the people watching are sports bettors. It doesn't matter to me. You guys can do what you guys want to do. I don't really oh yeah. I don't I don't bet. I don't know anything about betting. I'll give my opinion every once in a while, but for the most part I stay pretty neutral. Ace, I think LG wins. I just don't think Samsung can win away from Daegu. Not against a better pitcher like Enns. Because again, Enns is a left-hander, so a lot of their left-handed hitters are their better hitters. And now because Enns is a left-hander, they're not going to be in. For the fifth, or for the fourth, both teams will start with their number 2 hitters. So the right fielder Lee Sung-gyu will start off for the Samsung, and the second baseman Shin Min Jae will start off for LG. So both teams are at the same spots in the lineup because they both only left one extra base runner since LG has been thrown out trying to steal twice now. Ace, just look in the description of the video. It'll tell you how to watch. You should be able to sync it up perfectly with my English broadcast, so you can still chat, but you can watch the game on SOOP and then stream this to chit chat, as that's a swing and a miss there. Lee Sung-gyu struck out in his first at bats, and he's quickly behind 0-2. Ends 45 pitches through 2 innings, and that just misses outside, and it's 1-2. Yes, Mary Kate, of course. All right, the 1-2, that's in the dirt. Ins resets. His nickname is Poppy. He's got Poppy written on his glove, as that's his foul. The way he stays 2-2. He's got Poppy written in pink on his little Rawlings. And a big swing and a miss on the curveball. And that's 1 away. Second strikeout of the day for Lee Sung-gyu. 5th of the day for Enns. Or was that a changeup? All right, Diaz steps in. 4-3 ground out from Diaz. Strike right down the middle on the 150 fastball. What pitch was that? Was that a changeup? Oh, it was a changeup. All right, the 0-1 pitch way outside. 1-1. 너무 감사합니다. Who we got? Thank you, James. Hey, I thought you were just here. Poppy Ganduri. I don't have Poppy on mine. I have nothing on my gloves. As the 1-1 swing and a miss at the top of the zone is Diaz not able to catch up to that. I love it. Love the high fastball, especially to lefties in this league. Not so much the the left-handed hitting foreigners, but the left-handed hitting Koreans. I love the high fastball. That one pops him up, shortstop under it, and that's 2 away. Man, I wonder, dude, the amount of the teams are just completely unable to do much. Again, Samsung has had 1 base runner, and that was a leadoff walk off of 4 pitches. So Park Byung-ho will step in now. And that is low, ball 1. KBO is full of runs. But they are playing in one of the largest stadiums, and on top of that, the postseason, you have your better pitches because of, you're not playing 6 days a week. So you're going to have your better pitchers playing. You're not going to be running out the 4th and 5th starters, as that misses outside 2-0. So you got, your 1, 2, 3 starters are the only starters you're using in the KBO in the postseason because of travel days. So it's 100 to the corners. It's 123 to center field, 123 meters. But you have to realize that the walls in the KBO are higher, as that's just misses on the outside, 3-1. So, like, for instance, I want to say the walls in Jamshil are like something like 5 meters. They're like 15 or 20 feet high. So imagine center field in in San Francisco, but it's like that high all the way around. There's only one stadium, and that's Incheon, that has the shorter 9-foot walls. That where you could actually jump and rob a home run. That's the only stadium that you could actually rob a home run from. The thing with Samsung Stadium is again, their right field is 99 meters, I want to say, and their left center is fairly deep, but it's a straight line. It's not curved. It's not curved around. So the left center and right center is super shallow, like 107 meters, and that's why they hit so many home runs, as that one is fouled away. Park Byung-ho struck out in his first at bats with a full count. He's got another full count here, working the ends, as the former Minnesota Twin is facing the LG Twins. All right, here comes the 3-2 pitch again. 2 outs. Park Byung-ho looks at the ball run into the ground, and that'll be a 2-out walk. And bring up Kim Hyun-gon. Again, Kim Hyun-gon, a 2-run shots in game 2. Yeah. So sometimes when I push something, it resets everything. So I have to readjust it every once in a while, because I'm so busy watching the game, I don't actually see my broadcast stuff over here that much, as that's in there for a strike. All right, Kim Hyun-gon, 0 for 1 on the day. A little soft liner to the second baseman in his first at bats, and fouls that away, and that's 0-2 quickly. There we go, right on cue. The 2-run shots from Tuesday's game. Kim Hyun not gone anywhere except Daegu. All right, the 0-2 pitch in the dirt, and that's going to make it 1-2 as Park Dong-won pretends like he's going to throw somebody out for once in this series. Actually, pretty sure I don't think he's thrown anybody out the whole entire postseason. I don't remember anybody getting thrown out from KT. Maybe somebody did. As that's going to be grounded. He just whines about everything. Like he's what I would 100% call a diva. Like it'll be a pitch down the middle and it'll be a strike and he'll but the main reason why actually, that's not quite the main reason. As there comes a ground ball, 6 tosses to the second baseman, and that'll end it. The 6-4. They strand another one, another walk, another ball runner left on. They've left both of their runners on. We'll go to the bottom of the 4th. It's 0, day 0. But actually, one of the reasons why I really dislike him from the beginning is, so at a game in Daejeon, he tried to steal second base. He got tagged out by Jung Eun-won, at the time the Hanwha second baseman, and the Hanwha second baseman said Goseng Hamnida, meaning like, oh, good try, good job, well done. And he got pissed because Jung Eun-won is younger than Gu Ja-uk. So Gu Ja-uk is like, oh, you can't say that to me. I'm older than you. You have to treat me with respect. And he got into this big argument and like got all mad because Jung Eun-won said, good job, basically. Or like, good try to Gu Ja-uk. And then Gu Ja-uk, anytime the ball is close, he always wants to try to pretend like he's going to fight somebody. Like, it'll be a pitch on the inside, and suddenly he is, he's going to charge the mound or whatever he wants to pretend he's going to do, but he never does anything except posture. That's 2 of the reasons why I absolutely can't stand the guy. MPB. All right, Shin-min Jae will step in. Reached on an error in his first bat 0 for 1 on the day. Shin-min Jae 0 for 1, 333 into this postseason. And that's Mrs. Upstairs 1-0. Yeah, of course, LG's bullpen is awful. And the 1-0 is fouled away, 1-1. Samsung's bullpen is not good. LG's bullpen is not good. LG cannot hit with runners and scoring or runners on base. I have no idea what that means, but no, yeah, I don't know. And the 1-1 pitch is fouled away. There are about 10 good Korean pitchers. Like, the only thing that Samsung needs to pinch hit their bus driver because he's the only one that can hit anything, as that's fouled away. I don't know if any of you saw the news. I said good. I didn't say great. I said good, not great. And 1-2 fouls. That's away, and that one's gonna stay in play, as that's gonna be a F7 in foul territory, and one away. Like, great. Let me say, great Korean pitchers. I would say Anojen, Moon Dong-ju has a chance. The problem is the KBO doesn't own the rights to their own stream. As Austin looks at strike one, Austin Dean has not hit well. 6-4-3 ground out, hitting 83 in this postseason. As the 0-1, that's going to be grounded. Shortstop grabs it, throws off of his heels, and he slides head first, and he still isn't able to get on base, as he just continues to just struggle. I said he has a chance. That misses inside. I think Moon Dong-ju's issue is the fact that he keeps having new pitching coaches. He's had 4 different pitching coaches. As that misses inside, 1-1. A lot of people forget the fact that Hanwha changes coaches every year, and then they also change hitting coaches and pitching coaches, except when they need to change hitting coaches, they don't. They keep the same one. So, but anyway, so Kim Hyun-soo grounded out to first base in his first at-bat, and looks it's ball 3 on the outside. And that's a strike at the bottom of the zone. Runs the count full. Reyes still no strikeouts in this game. He had 1 strikeout in game 1, none so far. As that is fouled away. Yeah, so Anujen is good, really good, as that's going to be lifted into center field. Kim Ji-chan going back under it, and we'll go scoreless to the 5th. As both teams forgot their offense in Daegu, I guess. I don't know. But yeah, so Anujen is, I would say, great. Moon Dong-ju definitely has a chance to be great. Was it something else? I don't know. I don't know. You tell me. What was I going to talk about? Oh, the LG. The LG bus driver. Hit a car. Yeah, the LG bus driver, I guess, was in a fender bender. It was in a parking lot or something. Yes. So see if I'll see if I can find the picture. We'll see if this obviously this is gonna be flipped, but oh. Yeah, a little fender bender. Never hurt nobody, right? All right, I guess we're back. Whether or not the offenses are back, that's another question that is left up to discussion. Well, if they don't win, they definitely don't go any farther. It's whether or not they want to get ready for awards season, or if they would like to continue playing this All right, top of the fifth. Wouldn't you guys just love a 0-0 15-inning game? All right. And 67 pitches through 4 innings. First pitch is a strike way up in the zone. Again, that high fastball to these left-handed Koreans is just gold. I don't know why teams have not figured this out. Apparently, they don't watch the same games I do. But that is not going to be up in the zone. That is going to be in the dirts, and it's 1-1. Yes. Bunting, bunting, bunting. That's what Austin needs. Austin needs a good bunt single. And the 1-1, that's going to be ripped off the glove of the second baseman, and he'll have a leadoff single. And the first hits for LG on the day as the no-hitter is officially gone. Now we're at the 70 pitch mark for ends. What's going to happen? Wrong teams. Wrong, but Samsung's on base now. Kim Young-woo does have 9 stolen bases on the season. He's 9 for 11. No, and that's going to be one away. Is they do the best that they can with the limited abilities of the 1988 Olympics, and they bunt. A lovely little bunt with no outs and a runner on first to move a runner over to second. You know, you lower your chance of scoring a run by 4%. You know, you haven't scored a run since you came to Jamshil. No, this is the semifinals, as that's fouled away. So the win, if Samsung wins on Monday, they will play Kia in the championships. If LG wins, they will play game 5 on Monday. All right, that's ripped foul, and it's 0-2. The one thing is they are expecting a lot of rain on Tuesday. So so if Samsung wins, they'll play game 1. Probably game 2 will get rained out, and they'll play game 3, and then a trip. Yeah. Anyway, Samsung wins. They'll meet Kia in the championship. If LG wins, they will travel back to Daegu and have game 5 on Monday. That is way up high. All right, you got the 1-2 pitch. Hey, Jun Byung-woo 0 for 1 today. Struck out looking in his first at-bats. As that misses 2-2. Well, that and Gochuk has like, what, 17,000 versus Jamshil, which is like 22,000. And the 2-2 pitch, that misses and runs the count full. 4th full count of the day for ends. 2 to Park Young-ho, 1 to EJ Hyun. 2 strikeouts and a walk in those 3-2 counts. This is a big one here with a runner over on second. EJ Hyun on deck, the shortstop, who is hitting below 100. As that's fouled straight back. So the new season, I do daily streams, mainly just Hanwha games, but I haven't decided next year. Definitely. 52 home runs one year, 53 home runs the next year. But the 3-2 pitch that catches the inside corner, and another strikeout looking for Jung Byung-woo, and that was a big one. No. I'm not retiring. I'm saying I don't know if I'm just going to stream Hanwha games or if I'm going to do different teams. I haven't decided yet. A lot of it depends on Hanwha, really. One, how much they... it depends, again, is swing and a miss there. Again, I have season tickets to Hanwha, but with the new stadium, I don't know how they're going to transfer those season tickets. All right, the 0-1 pitch. And that's in there for a strike at the bottom of the zone. It'll depend. Again, it depends on Hanwha. It depends on what they do. It depends on two things. One, how much they're going to charge for the new season tickets. And number two, it all depends also on where my season ticket is going to be. If I have to fight everyone else for a season ticket and I get a crappy seat, I'm not going to get a season ticket. And then I will be here. But I'll still be streaming next year, no matter what. Doesn't matter whether it'll be Hanwha games or whether it will be other teams is yet to be decided. But here comes the 0-2 pitch to EJ Hyun and pops it up, going into foul territory. Austin giving chase, but's not going to be able to make it and tosses the ball into the crowd. A little slap on the bottom to Hong Chang-gi. Hong Chang-gi pulled up. Should have been running. That was his. You got a right fielder running in versus a first baseman running out. Right fielder, that's his ball all day. But he laid up, and he should have been going hard because it landed about 2 feet from the wall. We'll see if it hurts. As EJ Hyun, they'll set up way up top. And that is even higher than that, as the catcher has to put his glove over his head as he was already standing up. And that'll be a 1-2. Ends now at 83 pitches, 67 coming into this inning, 16 pitches in this inning, 22 pitches in his last inning. So have to think that they're going to try to get 6 innings out of him if possible, and that is crushed. Foul. Stays 1-2 into the burgundy seats of the LG third base side. Burgundy is the above the cheer section. Or is that navy? I can never remember anymore. I haven't been to that stadium for a while. Where else would he play? As the 1-2 pitch just misses outside. Thank you. It's I can't read that. I'm sorry. I don't know. I know he plays first because, again, McKinnon was who they replaced. So McKinnon left and Cardenas came. Cardenas played outfield as that runs up and in, and another full count, second full count of the day to EJ Hyun. Second of this inning and 5th of the game for ends. A walk and then 3 strikeouts in his other 4. We'll see what happens here. Is pitch number 87 is going to be an important one. But yeah, he's been playing first the whole time. I don't know what his position was in the MLB. But that's a swing and a miss. Strikeouts number 7 for ends. It's a big one. And once again, teams are unable. Wow, I can't even talk, ladies and gentlemen. Teams are unable to get any sort of hits with a runner on base, as You got a single and a sacrifice, moves runners over, and then they go 0 for 2 with the runners in scoring position. And so Samsung now is 0 for 6 with runners on base, 0 for 3 with runners in scoring position. And then you got LG. LG is not doing any better. They're 0 for 2 with runners on base, and they're 0 for 2 with stolen bases. They've been thrown out twice. When they actually get on base, they get thrown out trying to steal. So yeah, I mean, I don't even know what to say at this point. This is awful. You've got, they started the game with a hit by pitch, and then they got caught stealing. And then they reach an error, so you got your first 2 base runners on, but then the third hitter grounds into an inning double play. Then the following inning, you get a 1-out single, and then the next batter hits a single, but there's nobody else on base. Why? Because you got thrown out trying to steal a base. They are 0 for 2 on stolen bases today, 0 for 2 with runners on base. They are ineligible. Unable. Why? Oh my lord. It's like I forgot how to speak English, guys. They are unable to do anything this whole series with runners on base. That's why they are looking at possibility of losing. This is where they got their 1 run last game. As that misses outside, OG1 singled in his first at-bat, thrown out trying to steal in his second. Or in his first attempt, the 273 on this postseason looks at ball too low. Wiseman, Yum. I don't know why. He's not good. He's awful. The 2-0 as that misses and flies foul. 2-1. Yeah, so I think LG's manager is one of the worst managers in the league. I think the worst manager in the league is definitely Doosan's manager. The second worst manager in the league is Hanwha's manager, and the third worst manager in the league is definitely LG's manager as they check down to third base. Did he go? He did not, apparently. Oh, no, apparently he did go. As they have changed the call, and he fouls that one away, and then it's 2-2. I do know Modern Family. I've never watched it, but I've seen clips on various social medias. All right, here comes the pitch, and that is crushed. Foul.
너무 감사합니다.
Thank you, Josiah. I thought that was a reference to her Russian speaking. Do you want chicken fingers? As that is lifted into foul territory, Diaz under it and 1 away. Do you think she knows him? All right, stepping in now, Moonbo Gyung. He is the last base runner that LG had. His single back in the second inning, and rips that one foul, makes it 0-1. And pops him up. Kang Min Ho flips the mask off, turns around under it, and another foul pop-up. And 2 away. That is 3 foul pop-ups. Four foul pop-ups. A little pop-up in left foul territory. Then 2 pop-ups to the first baseman in foul territory, and now 1 to the catcher. Lots of little pop-ups as they are just missing. Pak Dong-wan grounds that to the third baseman, but foul. I don't know what that means. I'm gonna tell Samsung is pitching and LG is hitting. All right, the 0-1 pitch. That's outside, 1-1. Josiah, if you look at the little arrow next to the 5, it'll tell you who's batting. As that misses low, and it's 2-1. Reyes 76 pitches, and now they will definitely send him back out there for the 6th. Ends, he should be going back out there. He'll be right at about 90, as that's in there for a strike. 2-2. All right, here comes the 2-2 pitch. 2 outs. No, it's the catcher for LG. He's hitting 111. Pak Dong-won is going to help Kang Min-ho with his pitch comm. You got the catcher is batting for LG. He's trying to help the catcher for Samsung get his pitch comm fixed. As I wonder, those of you that watch the MLB, do they have this many problems with their pitch comm as the KBO does? Because it seems like 3 or 4 times per game, someone has problems with their pitch comm. As Pak Dong-won gives it to the umpire because he's like, oh wait, I'm wearing batting gloves. What am I doing? That is way outside, and runs the count full. Hop up to the first baseman in foul territory in the first inning, or the second inning for Pak Dong-won, to the 3-2 pitch, and that's going to be a swing and a miss. The first strikeout of the game for Reyes. That matches his total in game 1, and we'll take a little break, guys. So the KBO does not have a 7th inning stretch. They have a 5th inning stretch, which means it is time to stretch. I will be back in just a few minutes. Refill your beverages or whatever else you are partaking in, and I'll be back in a few minutes.
Chicken. Give me fried chicken. Baby, it's all that I want to take me through the day. Give me fried chicken. I want it bona fide, southern fried. Tennessee guaranteed, it's okay with me. I want it hot, deep fried. I'm on the Memphis side. Hot wings, hot thighs, all southern fried. It all sounds heavenly. This old-time recipe, fried chicken, it's finger licking, the time is ticking. So cook some southern food for me, a bucket just for me. This won't feed a family. It's all I want, all I need, just make hastily. Give me fried chicken. Baby, it's all that I want to take me through the day. Give me fried chicken. I want it bona fide, southern fried. Tennessee guaranteed, it's okay with me. I want it hot, deep fried. I'm on the Memphis side. Hot wings, hot thighs, all southern fried. It all sounds heavenly. This old-time recipe, fried chicken, it's finger licking, the time is ticking. So cook some southern food for me, a bucket just for me. This won't feed a family. It's all I want, all I need, just make hastily. Fried chicken, fried chicken, fried chicken. Give me fried chicken. Baby, it's all that I want to take chicken.
All right, we should be coming back. Thank you for waiting. Ends, I believe, is still out there. Yeah. So I was wondering that. So yeah, they swap earpieces every once in a while, but I will say this: not all the pitchers use PitchCom. PitchCom kind of has only been in Korea for a couple months as they were waiting on something. I don't know what they were waiting on, but they were waiting on something as the commissioner of Korean baseball is watching the game. I wonder how much he had to pay for tickets, but anyway, Kim Ji-chan will lead things off top of the sixth. As just a sec, as that's in there for a strike, I gotta reset my stuff. All right, and 7 strikeouts so far today, and Kim Ji-chan tries to bunt there, misses the bunt, and it's 0-2. So Kim Ji-chan 0 for 2, or sorry, 0 for 1 on the day. He walked in his first at bat, then he proceeded to ground out to the first base. Ground out to the first baseman. That was not a strikeout. That was me hitting a button I shouldn't have. As that is going to be a little bloop. Left fielder Kim Hyun-soo in on it and makes the catch running in. Not bad for the senior citizen. As that will be one away. A big out there. If he misses that ball, Kim Ji-chan is hanging out on second base. All right, reset everything real quick, and we should be ready. Lee Sung-gyu, I keep hitting the same button. A swing and a miss there, as he is 0 for 2 on the day with 2 strikeouts. He is 167 in this postseason, and looks at ball 1 low. 1-1. We're having some fun. Broadcasting the KBO. Any of you are music producers, that was my audition tape right there. But here we go. The 1-1 pitch to Lee Sung-gyu. Did he go around? Did not go around. That was weird. No, did not go, but the home plate umpire didn't appeal to first, and he just kind of looked like a bobbing head doll. As that has popped up, second baseman Shin Min-jae under it, and 2 away. So that's all. That whole over 4.5 hits does not look like it's going to happen for the entire game. There are still 3 hits in this game through almost 5.5 innings now. Welcome. Diaz steps in. He is 0 for 2 as it looks at strike 1. Hey, at least your bullpen is finally not coughing up leads. Because they continue to get a runner on first and then bunt. They are protesting analytics and good baseball is what they're protesting. All right, the 0-2 misses way. Yeah. I still cannot believe that Hernandez did not get player of the game or player of the series in the previous round. Well, I mean, he's at 97 pitches. I have to imagine that this is his last inning, and the 1-0 misses outside. 2-2. Pitch number 98's getting 100 pitches in 6 innings from ends would be fantastic for LG, as they would easily be able to go to Hernandez, especially with a game off or a day off tomorrow. And here comes the 2-2. Fouled away. Samsung can't score because they're not playing in Daegu. That's why. As here comes the 2-2 pitch once again. Again, 2 outs. 2-2 pitch. 0 for 2 on the day for Diaz. Pitch number 100 coming up from ends. And that's misses upstairs. 3-2. Runs the count full. Again, he's got 6 full counts now on the day. They've all ended in strikeouts except for one. And that was a walk to Pak Byung-ho. And fouls ball 4 away. Stays 3-2. I have to think that this might be Ends' last batter with Pak Byung-ho, the righty on deck. Kim Jin-sung warming up in the LG bullpen. He has been fairly reliable. I imagine they'll bring him in to face Pak Byung-ho as the 3-2 pitch fouls that one away. No. Hernandez is... The thing is LG is going to lean on Hernandez hard in this game as the 3-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. Pitch strikeouts number 8 as he strikes out 5 guys with a full count. And that'll be the end of the game for Ends. 8 Ks, 1 hit, and we'll go to the bottom of the 6th. Could not ask for a better start from Ends, as 103 pitches is what he ends up with on the day. Really could not ask for anything better. So final line for Ends is going to be 6 innings, 103 pitches, 65 for strikes. Did walk 2 batters, struck out 8, obviously allowed 0 runs as they're unable to find home plates in this game. I wonder if they installed home plates. No, not yet, because he had Reyes. Reyes will come back out. Thank you, sir. Thank you. Are you the one that used the Go Wonderfully? I still think LG wins. I just don't think Samsung is a team that is designed to win outside of Daegu. They just don't make enough contact. They don't hit well enough with runners in scoring position. Yeah. I would love to do all of the partner things possible with the KBO, but unfortunately the KBO doesn't. They want to be an international team or an international league. Oh yeah, it would be fantastic. All right, Pak Min, a big swing and a miss. Yeah, so unfortunately for most people, they can't go. I have let people use my season ticket if they came to games in Daejeon, and I just didn't go. I would broadcast or whatever. I have let people use my actual season tickets if they're just coming by themselves. Right in there as the 0-2 pitch misses upstairs. Like I really don't know. Like, to me, like, I don't like it's all up to, I would say, up to the teams. Like for me, I don't get anything from this except for today, where people are throwing money. I'm a very boring fan, honestly. As that is fouled away, Park Min, but Kim Young-un under it and misses it, as that's gonna go down as an error. It should go down as an error. They might not give him an error because he was running back, but that is a catch that he should have made. He seems under it, off the edge of the glove. I'm giving him an error, as Park Min really lucks out there. But yeah, I would love to do stuff for the KBO, but unfortunately they're not thinking about that, as Park Min skies that one, going up at the warning track and caught. Is that Psycho? Thank you, Psycho. That is a long fly ball, but out and one away here in the bottom of the sixth. Yeah. Can of corn on a rope in the wind with a balloon tied to it. Definitely a can of corn. Right in the old heel of the glove. Gotta love that. As Gwangju steps in, he's 0 for 1 on the day, 6-3 groundouts. Most of them, they all say the same thing, honestly. Almost every single one of them says, like, hit, home run, let it fly to the outfield. That's like what they all say. Their name and hit or home run or let it fly, something like that. Yeah, they're not. There is so if you really, really like the KBO chants, there is a website, or not a website, but an app you can download, as that's Mrs. Outside. I'll throw it up in the chat here, because it's in Korean. So if you look at that, as that is lifted, that's gonna off the wall, just foul. Ooh. But those of you, I'll put it up in the, just in case you're not watching the actual chat. It's gonna double post, just so you guys know. So that means pro baseball singing chants or cheering music. If you go and you look at that app, it'll actually, you can find all the team chants, you can find all of the individual player chants, and it'll pop up the lyrics as the 3-2 pitch to Gwangju, and that's going to be right back up the middle, and they're going to have a runner on base. Will they have a pinch runner? Nope. They will have a pinch runner again. He is dealing with some hamstring issues. He gets on base. I imagine Kim Dae-won will come in. Like I said earlier, Gwangju was going to get the hits, but apparently I was off by one at bat. I'm sorry. So, but that has all of the cheer songs for all of the teams and the individual players. As there'll be a mound visit here. But you will, if you look at all of that, it'll pop up the lyrics on the screen, and you can obviously screenshot it and run it through Papago. Papago is Neighbor Translates, which is way better than Google Translates. Yeah. Kim Dae-won is going to pinch run. He is the official pinch runner. We'll see how long it takes him before he starts running. So Hong Chang-gi, the top of the lineup, he is 0 for 1 today. Flew out to left in his last at bat. Was hit by a pitch, but caught stealing as they check over on Kim Dae-won. have to think that Kim Dae-won is going to be off on the first couple pitches. Reyes at 93 pitches now, as he is thrown 13 so far this inning. And another check over as he dives back in is safe. But yeah, you can check and kind of find out what they say and what they sing and what the chants mean. But they all mean the same thing: hits, home run, let it fly to the outfield, blah blah blah, get on base, something like that. As he does go, and he is in there safely. Is a strike, but again, Samsung is the second best in the league in terms of getting runners, or of throwing runners out, with over a 300%, or sorry, 30% caught stealing rate. Love that angle. Love it, love it, love it. It looks like they're sliding into brown sugar. All right, so the 0-1 pitch to Hong Chang-gi hits him, and the stolen base means nothing. And that's the second hit by pitch for Hong Chang-gi, and I have to think that Reyes might be done at this point, as they will probably need to head into the bullpen. That is the exact same spot he got hit in the first inning, as Hong Chang-gi is getting himself a couple free tattoos courtesy of Reyes for Samsung, and he seems to be done. And they do not have a baseball, so they are not changing 95 pitches. He's given up 3 hits, 1 strikeout. He's hit 2. He's walked 0. Gotta score here if you're LG. You've got Shin-Min Jae up, who's hitting well over 300. You've got Reyes on the brink here at over 90 pitches. Welcome, Chris. So we've got to see here, you know, you've got to have something going on here. All right, here comes. All right, first and second, 1 out. Shin-Min Jae steps in. He is 0 for 2, reached on an error in his first at-bat. Yes, they can, James. The KBO can end in a tie. Every team tied at least 2 games on the season except for Kium. Kium did not tie any games on the season. In the playoffs, so in the regular season, 12 innings is a tie. At the end of 12 innings, it's a tie. In the playoffs, it's the end of 15 innings is a tie. And Shin-Min Jae slaps that one, but foul into the orange seats. The orange seats are the cheering section for the Jamshil away team. I think they're orange seats in both sides, but they call them different things depending on. They're like it's like the Fila zone or something like that. If Doosan is playing, I don't know about for LG if it's just the cheer section. But who knows? And here comes the 0-1 pitch to Shin-Min Jae. That's going to be a ground ball. That's going to be a 4-6-3 double play. And they've got, again, absolutely zero ability to get any sort of hits with runners on base, as first and second, 1 out, and they hit into a 4-6-3 double play. Good Lord. They are now, let's calculate this. That is their, just unbelievable. Absolutely unbelievable. 0 for 1 with runners in scoring position. 0 for 3 with runners on base. 1 stolen base. 3 times they've been caught stealing. I mean, honestly, do they deserve to win? Like, with running like that, with... As 97 pitches will end his day, I imagine. It's going to be the Samsung bullpen versus the KBO, or the KBO bullpen, the LG bullpen, and this is exactly what no manager wants, because this is where the managers show that they don't know what they're doing. In close games is where it really shows they really don't understand analytics at all. All right, so we'll have Park Byung-ho leading things off. I assume Kim Jin-sung will come out. Nope. Sonju Young will come out. Whoops. Sorry about that, ladies and gentlemen. Let me get back. I had the wrong screen up. So 3 games, 11.2 innings, a 1 win, 1 loss, 1 hold, 2.31 ERA, 16 strikeouts, 3 walks, and 1 home run given up. You mean Moon Sung-ju? Or... All right. First pitch is in there for a strike. I'm not sure they can get 5 hits this game. All right. Park Byung-ho looks at ball 1, 1-1. All right, well, what do we got here, ladies and gentlemen? What do we got here? A 1-1 pitch to Park Byung-ho, and that's going to be a ground ball. Shortstop 6-3, 1 away. Interesting. That means that they're going to go with Chaewon Tae on Tuesday, or on Monday, if they win here. That's in there for a strike. Like, I thought that they would have all right, the 0-1, and that's 1-1. Yeah. He loves some masala fries. All right, the 1-1. That's a swing and a miss. 1-2. 0 for 2 on the day with a soft liner to the second baseman, a 6-4 ground. All right, the 1-2 pitch. And swing and a miss. Struck him out, and 2 away in the 7th. I would love to watch a tie game in the KBO playoffs, ladies and gentlemen. I'm not gonna lie about it. I would love to see a tie game in the KBO playoffs. All right, Kim Young-hoon, that's going to be a ground ball, but it's foul and makes it 0-1. I think it goes 15 though. That's a big swing and a miss, and that's 1-2 now. Kim Young-un, 1 for 2, singled in his last at bat. He is the only Samsung hit on the day. And the 1-2 misses way upstairs, 2-2. All right, the 2-2 pitch, 2 outs, and pops him up. Center fielder Paquemin over, under it, and that'll be 3 away. 1, 2, 3. Once again, go the Samsung Lions. We'll go to the bottom of the 7th. It's 0-0. England, that is one of the nice things about me finally being able to watch and to stream non-Hanwha games. I don't have a side in it anymore, and I can enjoy or not enjoy the game. Yes, James, this game is very exciting if you like rounded numbers. That's why I have on. So I have 3 kind of like boxes that I use to push buttons that does all these changes that you guys see. And every single one of them, I have a censor button because I, of course, am streaming Hanwha. So I have to use it all the time. So, but we're back here, bottom of the 7th now, 0-0. This game is like watching. No, Josiah, it's like watching. Oh, Reyes is still out there. Wow. Can Reyes give up 2 hits to get the 5? Wow. Austin steps in, and a swing and a miss there. Wow. Austin hitting 77 in this series, and that's is outside 1-1. Reyes 97 pitches through 6, and he is back out there as Reyes runs it in on Austin, but Austin fouls that one back and out of play. 1-2. I cannot believe Reyes is back out there. This shows how much confidence, I guess, that they have in him or that they have in their bullpen. One is a good thing, one is not, as Austin goes down swinging. And second strikeout of the day for Reyes. And then he's still out there. Kim Hyun-soo steps in. 0 for 2 also on the day, and that's Mrs. Low, 1-0. Oh man, is he struggling bad. And the 1-0 fouls, that's one, and that's 1-1 now. In Reyes now 103 pitches. 100 pitches is about the most anybody really throws. Occasionally, really occasionally, you'll get 110 pitches from a foreign arm. But that runs up and in, but he fouls that one away too, and it's 1-2 now to Kim Hyun-soo. 0 for 2 today, 167 in this series. They have as that's misses outside, 2-2 now. All right, the 2-2 pitch to Kim Hyun-soo, number 22, and he fouls that one off to keep it 2-2 as he is 0 for 2. The twos are wild. The twos are wild. All right, let's again. Number 22, Kim Hyun-soo with the 2-2 pitch. He's 0 for 2, and he lines that to center field, and that is out. Number 2. Two down here in the 7th inning. 107 pitches from Reyes as he just continues to just get pop-ups. Again, the singles that he's given up have, they haven't been like hard hits. They've just been, right where someone's not. As Yugyuk-soo, the shortstop, OG1 steps in.
너무 감사합니다.
Thank you, Chewy. As that's fouled away. OG1, 1 for 2, 250 in this series, 1 for 2, singled in his first at bat, caught stealing in that same inning, and that's outside, 1-1. 109 pitches now for Reyes. Again, those of you that don't follow the KBO really closely, this is a lot of pitches as OG1 goes down, lines it, but right at the right fielder, and that'll be 3 up, 3 down in the 7th. We'll go to the 8th. It is still 0-0. 4 hits, ladies and gentlemen. We've got 4 hits in this game. And apparently somebody decided to de-juice the old KBO balls once again. Okay, now, is Reyes done now? 7 innings, 110 pitches, 3 hits, 2 walks, 2 strikeouts. I don't know, James. You gotta figure there's gonna be at least two runs scored somehow, right? I just cannot believe this. Like, this is ridiculous. Like this is just awful. Trying to figure out who a close game helps, and I'm not sure I know. All right. Kia fans are like, oh, let's the Kia fans are probably like, man, let's just keep this game going. Let's get 15 innings here, and then have a game 5. Yeah, they can tie. Let's get a tie game. Let's get a game 5. Let's have Kia with another week or 2 off. Man. All right. Sonju Young is still out there. Kang Min Ho will step in. The game just basically doesn't count. They play again. So if it's tied, I guess they play again tomorrow at Jamsil. Honestly, I don't know. I've never watched a tie game in the playoffs, as that is a ball 1. And the 1-0 pitch misses outside to 2-0. So they play again tomorrow? I plead the fifth. I have no idea. Someone else probably way more versed in the official KBO tie game rules.
너무 감사합니다.
Thank you. No timeless, as that's in there for a strike. So if they would play tomorrow, I would stream tomorrow at 2:00. We would redo this whole thing. Yep, Samsung is up. As that bounces in the dirt, runs the count 3-1. Man, such a nail biter of a game. 0-0, 3-1 pitch to Kang Min Ho, and that is crushed. That's gonna go. That's gonna go, and goodbye. That will break the tie in the top of the 8th. As that, ladies and gentlemen, does what nobody else has been able to do. Like I said, in game number 1, this is the guy that I really wanted to watch because he has 19 home runs on the season. He has 10 of them in Daegu. He has 5 of them in Jamsil. So he has 5 home runs in this stadium. All the other stadiums combined, he has 4. So and he was hitting 365 coming in this stadium. Yeah, that was a home run. So, there you go. All right, but again, this game is far, far from over. This is the KBO, and this is the KBO bullpen. Again, I don't know why he was pitching to righties, but all right, Jun Byung-woo, a big swing and a miss there. He's 0 for 2 with 2 strikeouts. But he's not even a bullpen pitcher, Kenny. As that bounces in the dirt, 1-1. No timeless. If you look in the description, it'll tell you how to watch the games outside of Korea. If you're in Korea, just regular TV, I guess, or TVing if you have a subscription. As the 1-1, a swing and a miss there, 1-2. All right, the big swing and a miss there, and that's 1 away. 3rd strikeout of the day. As that is right at the Samsung fans in the outfield. There you go, James. All right, Lee Hyun steps in. He is 0 for 2 with 2 strikeouts also. 5 strikeouts and 5 at-bats from the 8 and 9 hitters. Looks at ball 1, though. As that's in there for a strike, and it's 1-1. Sonju Young, absolutely fantastic pitching against KT, has run into some trouble against Samsung. Mainly against the right-handed bats, as definitely went around on that one, and it makes it 1-2. There you go. I knew you'd come around. All right, so the 1-2 pitch to Lee Hyun, and that's popped up. Left fielder Kim Hyun-soo under it, and 2 away. Oh, 2 down here in the 8th. LG is trying to keep it a 1-0 game and hope that they can finally get a hit. Kang Min-ho moved down in the lineup because he wasn't producing. That was the worst high five I've ever seen, as the third base coach went up and Kang Min-ho hit him in the elbow. And Son Ju-young just called the bullpen, the trainers over. They just called the trainer over, and he is out now, and that'll be it for him. As he signaled that for the bullpen, and then they came out, and he is leaving the game, so they'll have an injury replacement, so it'll take a little bit here. Yeah. LG fans or Lotte fans are not big fans of Kang Min-ho. Kenny, what are the LG fans' thoughts about like Sonasa? I do not. I'm not a soccer guy. I've been to a handful of soccer games here, but oftentimes soccer games are at 2:00 whenever they're baseball. Oh, I thought you were talking about the K-League soccer. No, I don't follow basketball at all. Daejeon, despite the fact that Daejeon is the 5th largest city in the country, have 1.5 million people in Daejeon. They do not have a basketball team. So I've never been to a Korean basketball game. I've been to a Korean hockey game, but Daejeon also does not have a Korean hockey team. So Kim Jin-sung out on the mound, number 42. Again, I'm surprised that he didn't come in to face the righties earlier. I'm really surprised. Which pitcher? You mean Reyes? No way. He's at 107 pitches. They're going to go to the bullpen. They're going to go lefty-righty matchups through the rest of the game. Yeah, there's zero chance. All right. So Kim Ji-chan will bat now versus Kim Jin-sung. So Kim Ji-chan 0 for 2 on the day. Ground out to the first baseman, a fly ball to the left, fakes the bunts, pulls it back, and then watches ball one way up high, 1-0. Kim Ji-chan did walk in the first at bats, but only hitting 214 in this series. If Samsung is to go, if they have any chance against Kia, he is going to have to do way better, and he's going to start here, but that's going to be a little liner to right field. But that will be the end of the 8th. Samsung, our first run of the game, as the Kang Min-ho home run puts Samsung on the board. Well, but at the same time, there's a bunch of hate for Kang Min-ho for going, but at the same time, like, Kenny, would you want to play for Lotte? Like, would you want to play for Lotte? You have to think, like, if you were a Korean baseball player, would you want to play for Lotte or Hanwha? I can't imagine any player that wasn't from Daejeon or Busan that would want to play for Lotte or Hanwha. Nope, we're at the bottom of the 8th. So we'll have LG's got 6 more outs to score 1 run. What do you mean you added? I don't know what you mean. Yeah, I mean, again, that's a. I that's fans being fans and not understanding like an actual player's view. So Im Chang-min, 2 games, 2 innings, 2 strikeouts. The right-hander will come out as Reyes is done for the day. So Moon Bo-kyung will lead things off for LG. And that is, well, that was 1 pitch, and they've got a runner on base. Yeah. As another shot to the thigh to an LG pitcher. Hong Jong-gi has been hit twice in the thigh, and now Moon Bo-kyung is hit in the thigh. Will they pinch run for Moon Bo-kyung is the question. Yes, they will. Again, I would have to think that they did. So they've got a pinch runner over now. Park Dong-won steps in. Park Dong-won 0 for 2 on the day with a pop up to the first baseman as that throw is not on time. And so Chae Sung-min will take over on at first. Pinch running for Moon Bo-kyung. All right, Park Dong-won. Will they try the stupid bunts? They do not, and that's ball 1. Apparently, the LG manager has decided to watch my broadcast and realize how stupid he was for trying to bunt with a runner on first and nobody out. Realizing that is why LG is losing. All right, here comes the 1-0 pitch to Park Dong-won, 0 for 2, hitting 100 in the playoffs, as that is upstairs, and it's 2-0. He has now thrown 3 pitches. He has yet to throw one in the strike zone, as the first pitch he threw hit Moon Bo-kyung. The next 2 to Park Dong-won are both been balls. And here comes the 2-0 pitch to Park Dong-won. Mr. Full Swing could easily put LG up 2-1 on 1 swing. As that misses outside, and it's 3-0. And I have to imagine that he is not going to be swinging at anything.
너무 감사합니다.
Thank you, Spacious. Is that Chef? Show? I can't see the Che. Can't see. 3-0 bunt. I love it. 3-0 bunt, pop up, double play, as that's in the middle, and that's going to make it 3-1. 141 on the gun. He finally found the strike zone on his 5th pitch after coming in for Reyes, who threw 110 pitches in 7 innings, giving up 3 hits, but no runs. All right, here comes the 3-1 pitch to Park Dong-won. And that catches the top of the zone, and that's going to run the count full. Goes from a 3-0 to a 3-2, as that one just catches the top of the zone. Park Dong-won thought he had a free pass, but he does not. All right, ladies and gentlemen, this is a huge pitch here. Im Chang-min came in relief. Park Dong-won, the 3-2, swing and a miss. Might have gotten a little piece of that, but nonetheless, 1 down in the 9th, and once again, LG cannot get a hit with a runner on base. They are now 0 for 4 with runners on base, with 2 ground into double plays. That's going to bring up Park Hae-min. Park Hae-min also 0 for 2 on the day. He popped up to the first baseman in his first at bat and flew out to right in his second. And that is in there for a strike. 0-1. Something like that. Maybe. Or not. Who knows? All right. Oh, Bakemin, the 0-1, and steps off the back of the mound, looks at Chae Sung-min as he scrambles back. And he steps off the back of the mound again. The KBO does not have that 3 disengagement rule that the MLB has. You can disengage and throw over as many times as you would like. But here comes the 0-1, and that misses upstairs, making it 1-1 to Bakemin. Bakemin 200 in the postseason. 0 for 5 against Im Chang-min on the season. That just means he's due, ladies and gentlemen. He is due. He is due, he is due, he is due. Not he is doo-doo. All right. Here we go. The 1-1 pitch. That catches the outside corner, makes it 1-2. As the LG fans realize that until they finally get a hit with a runner on base, the ability for them to score any sort of runs is 0. And we'll have a center field change as I believe Kim Ji-chan comes out of the game. And Kim Sung-yoon will come in and take over in center field. Kim Sung-yoon comes in to play defense a lot of times, a better defender out in center field than Kim Ji-chan. That means this is where you really test out the center fielder's arm if they can get the ball to him, as you know he's had 0 chance to warm up at all. And the 1-2 pitch, as he was headed to seconds but fouled away. I think most people need an LG run, Ed. All right, once again, another 1-2 pitch to Bakemin. Im Chang-min, 11 pitches, looks over at first base to check on Chae Sung-min. He goes, but another foul. And Chae Sung-min will head back to first base. Do they pitch out here? I would pitch out here. This is me being real strategic here. He has ran on the last 2 pitches. I have to think that this would be a fantastic time for a pitch out. Again, you got a left-handed batter in the box, so, you know, right-handed, obviously a right-handed catcher. I pitch out here, but that's just me. Here comes the 1-2 pitch. He doesn't go, and that is foul. Stays 1-2. On deck is Kim Dae-won. I have to imagine that they will pinch hit for him as he took over to run for Moon Sung-ju. Gonna have to think that maybe Gu Bon-hyuk will pinch hit, or Lee Young-bin possibly, as the 1-2 pitch to Bakemin checks over, safe. So again, Moon Bo-kyung is now out of the game, which is your third baseman. So Chae Sung-min is an outfielder. He is obviously not going to move over to third base. So whoever they have pinch hit next would be in the DH spot, as that misses way inside, and he is going to be over at second base. That runs the count to 2-2 as he was off on the pitch. No chance whatsoever to steal or to throw him out with that pitch that was way down at Paquemin's knee. He tried to get hit by the pitch. Looked like he leaned his knee into it. As the dirt gets on the camera. All right, once again, another 2-2 pitch coming in. Paquemin, runner on second, 0 for 2, hitting 200. Steps off the back of the mound, calls time, and we'll reset everything. Paquemin, not the easiest guy to strike out. He does have some speed. Obviously, plenty of speed over at second. The outfield, not great arms. As that misses upstairs, runs the count full, 3-2, a second full count. Yeah, that's one thing. The two rules I don't like. I do not like so I like the time limits. I like the time limit. I don't like the, oh, you can only throw over 3 times thing. And I don't like the, obviously the extra inning runner on second. That's the dumbest rule in baseball. But the 3-2 pitch steps off the back. I do like the pitch clock. Watching the KBO, watching them take a minute and a half in between pitches just is absolutely draining as a fan, especially during the middle of the summer. But here comes the 3-2 pitch. Swing and a miss as he's gotten both of the guys down on strikes, swinging at pitches nowhere near a strike zone. And that's 2 away. All right, we'll see what happens now. No, they have. I am the English. I am the KBO English, honestly. There is one guy, Daniel Kim, DKTV, on YouTube. He doesn't do any commentating or anything, but he used to be a translator for the Mets. So he's fluent in English. He's kind of a KBO guy, more of an MLB guy, but yeah, he live streams every day. He speaks perfect fluent English, so if you ever have any questions, you can jump into his live stream. There is another guy who streams every once in a while. Another guy from Daejeon streams every once in a while. He comes in here every once in a while too, as the Lee Young-bin will pinch hit here. Like I said, I thought he would. I have to imagine that also he's going to end up taking over in the field, and they're going to lose their DH. Yeah, sorry, it disappeared. Sorry about that. Yep, runner on second still, as that is in there for a strike. ESPN wanted to really ESPN wanted the KBO. They wanted to stream the KBO for free. So you knew there was going to be little to no chance of them being able to stream or do it again, and they gave it no service really. All right, time is called, and holds up on his throw. Actually, the reason why I started this is because they didn't. Again, in 2020, they had the stream. I waited in 2021 because everybody was complaining about the stream for ESPN. So I was like, okay, maybe I'll make a stream. And then 2021, ESPN didn't do anything. So that's when in 2022, I started, as that's going to be a ground ball to Diaz. He steps on the bag, and they go 0 for 3 with runners on base. They go 0 for 2 with runners in scoring position. And once again, LG with an anemic offense, as we will go to the top of the ninth. LG strands another one. They've left 3 on base. Yeah, I mean, they're 0 for 6 with runners on base. But they weren't. That's the thing, is really LG was not that dominant. LG got some hits when they really needed them, but they really did not hit well. Again, so if I look here, LG with where am I at? So LG 283 on the season. They were number 3 in the league. And as far as runners in scoring, like with runners in scoring position, LG was also, I'm pretty sure, one of the better teams. So with runners in scoring position, LG was 5th in the league, 284. So their regular average and their runners in scoring position average was the exact same. There was, so yeah, just not sure what happened. They just really, again, they were dominant against KT because they could steal against KT. So Yoon Jung-bin will lead things off. Kim Jin-sung still out there. Ball 1 outside. So Gu Bon-hyuk will head over to third base. Thank you, Nick. All right. The 1-1 pitch. And that's in there for a strike at the bottom corner. No, the top 5 teams. So KT was the 5th team. And then they obviously played Doosan and were the first team to ever advance from the 5th seed, as Yoon Sung-bin sends that one foul into the netting, and it stays 1-2. So KT was the number 5 seed, and the way it works out is, sorry, trying to get these names resituated. So the way it works is the 5th team plays against the 4th team, and it's the best of 3 series, but the 4th team starts with a 1-0 lead, and if there's a tie, the number 4 team still wins. So, but yeah, KT was the first team to ever advance, and then that's going to be a fly ball. Kim Hyun-soo over and under it, and 1 away here in the 9th. Diaz steps in. Let's go, Diaz. Doosan? Doosan was, no. I mean, Hanwha was number 1 in the league at one point. I mean, what happened there? Hanwha was, at one point, the number 1 team in the league. All right, here comes the 0-1 pitch to Diaz. He pops him up once again. Go Bon-hyuk under it, and that is going to be 2 away. Go Bon-hyuk took over at third base. I'm still trying to get things changed around. All right, I think I've got it all situated. Yeah. like, I don't know how to swing and a miss from Park Byung-ho. I don't know them. I used to talk to some of the foreign players. I like, I don't know, it's kind of like this. If I were to be around the Korean players or the Hanwha players, they would know who I was. I might know who they are. As that is a ball too. Like, so like last year and a couple years ago, if you have a season ticket, at the end of the season, the last game, you go down on the field and you high five all the players, and they would be like, no, they know me from being at the games as that is going to be a hit by a pitch, and that is going to put Park Byung-ho on the base for the second time today as he gets hit in the back. No, they know me from being at the games and being on TV and stuff like that. Like, I mean, it's weird to talk about, like, but like you can ask Nick. Nick has been around. Like, I've been at the games with Nick before, and like he can kind of explain what happens. I don't know. It's I don't know. It feels weird to talk about it. It feels weird to, like, I don't know, to experience. But yeah. No, I'm far from a legend. As Park Byung-ho. That's because I deleted it because of people. I actually deleted it because of people. That's why. All right, here comes the first pitch. That's ripped past the diving Go Bon-hyuk, and he's going to round to second, head to third base, and they are going to have runners on second and third with 2 outs. As the first extra base, regular old hits, non-home run. No, the broadcast, like that you're watching. They don't put me on the jumbotron. They don't put me on the the TV at the stadium. They used to. They used to all the time. But now they avoid me. They'll like go toward me, and then like right when they get next to me, then they'll go up and then go back. So that's in there for a strike. Kim Young-un 1 for 3 with a single. Then that's it. This looks it's ball 1 low at the bottom of the zone, 1-1. The Samsung fans are getting rowdy. I have no idea who I am. As the 1-1 pitch. Thank you for stopping by, Shake. I am not a celebrity. I'm just a big, easily spotted white guy. Yeah, Shake. If you go to the description, it'll tell you how to watch games in the U.S. You won't have any English commentary. I'm the only one doing English commentary. But anyway, the 2-1 pitch fouls away 2-2. I am not big. I am not a celebrity. I mean, I'm big for Korea. I'm 6 foot. I'm not big Kiwi Nick big, but pretty sure you don't see very many bearded, dreaded 6 foot Koreans, as that's chopped foul. Something like that, yeah. 5'10" is big in Korea. Six three is a giant. And then there's Kiwi. As that just misses.
감사합니다.
Thank you, Logan. 5'5", you're about the same height as most Koreans. 5'5", 5'6". Some of them are 5'8". They're getting taller. They're getting a lot taller, I will say that. All right, the 3-2 pitch. That's chopped foul. Another full count. 3-2. 2 on, 2 out. Top of the ninth. And that's gonna load the bases. As this game is... Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to have Kang Min Ho, who steps in. He is the 1 run so far in this game. As game 3 was a 1-0 Twins victory. And right now we're sitting at a 1-0 Samsung lead with the bases loaded. Yeah, but we're going to have a pinch hitter. Or sorry, a new pitcher. Probably not going to have a pinch hitter. But we'll get a new pitcher here, and he'll try to get the last out. We'll see what he can do. Let's see who is coming in for LG. Yu Young Chan will come in. Interesting choice. Yu Young Chan comes in. Yu Young Chan did give up the big 2-run homer on a Baejung Day in the bottom of the 9th in the KT series against Samsung on the season. He's 2-0 in 4 games, 4 innings, 2 hits, 5 strikeouts. So we'll see what happens here. Yeah, Grand Slam would get your 4.5 over. As Yu Young Chan steps on the mound. 5 games, 4 innings, 6.75 ERA, 2 strikeouts, 3 walks, 2 home runs given up. Again, that is in the postseason so far. So this used to be the closer. All right. Kang Min Ho strolls up to the plate. Again, 1 for 2 today. A sacrifice bunt, a home run. They would probably, honestly, they would probably just think you were a player. They would be like, oh, what sport do you play? All right. Kang Min Ho, 1 for 2. First pitch in there for a strike, and Pak Dong-won was really crossed up as he was sliding into the other batter's box and had to reach back over as it went right down the middle, but he was definitely crossed up. And he will head on out to the mound. Again, not all of the pitchers use the pitch comm. The pitch comm was something that Korea, KBO did not get until a couple of months ago. So some of the pitchers use pitch comm. Some of the pitchers do not use pitch comm. Some of the pitchers call their own pitches with the pitch comm. Some of the catchers call the pitchers. Obviously, those pitches are being called in from the dugouts. But anyway, here we go. The 0-1 pitch to Kang Min Ho sets up on the outside corner and swing and a miss, and that's going to make it 0-2 as the slider just breaks off. On the season, Yu Young Chan versus Kang Min Ho. Kang Min Ho is 0 for 3. As he realized after he swung at that was a awful pitch to swing at. As now you've got the 0-2 pitch, sets up in the other batter's box, just like always, and misses way bad, but still low. Again, right-handed batter, right-handed hitter, 0-2 counts, sets up in the other batter's box, because that is how it's always been done, and that is how it will always be done. As the Lotte fan not cheering for Kang Min Ho. As the 1-2 pitch swing chops its foul, as that pitch was in the other batter's box, as he has swung its ball 3, and it's 1-2. Bases loaded, 1 run in the last inning. His last at bat led off the 8th inning with a solo shot, only the 2nd hit of the game at the time for Samsung. They've added another one. They've loaded the bases with a hit by pitch, a double, and a walk, and that's going to be a ground ball. Third baseman steps on the bag, and that will leave the bases loaded. We'll see if it hurts him. As we will go to the bottom of the 9th, LG down to their very final 3 outs, unless they can happen to get some runs. Big, yeah. I string. So during the season, again, if I'm not at the Hanwha game, I'm streaming. I stream every playoff game. I will stream every playoff game unless something strange happens. But yeah, I stream just about every single day unless I am at the game. So, nah. It depends. So, all right, we've got the bottom of the 9th coming up. Big, as Samsung will bring out their closer. They will have the top of the lineup. He took over, and he has been pretty good. But again, he's only pitched 1 game, and he got 1 out in this entire series. Because he's only pitched very little. But Kim Jae-yoon is on the mound. 1 game, 0.1 innings. Again, he came in just to get some work as he had a month off. So on the season, that's probably way more important. So on the season, a 4.09 ERA, 11 saves. Again, he took over at the end of the season and kind of struggled here and there. So he struggled against basically playoff teams. I don't believe so. So he took over for Oh Sung-won, who struggled mightily. But here we go. Bottom of the 9th, Hong Chang-gi. First pitch is a grounder. Second, shortstop grabs it, and that will be 1 away. I believe there might have been a kick save there by the pitcher. Did he stick his foot out and get a piece of that? Is that a 1-6-3 ground into double or ground outs? I don't really know I'd say no main players that I know of. All right. Kim Ji-chan is 2 steps higher than Won Tae-in, and he's still 4 inches shorter. Shin Min-jae steps in. He's 0 for 3 today. A big 4-6-3 ground out with the runner on first and seconds in his last at-bats. Looks at ball 1 at the top of the zone, 1-0. Kim Jae-yoon quickly got out number 1 on the Hong Chang-gi 6-3 ground out. And that's going to be a ground ball fair. Diaz grabs it, steps on the bag, and that's 2 away. Well, Alex, down to the last out is LG. Yeah, no, I thought LG had a chance here today, but they continue to be absolutely anemic on offense. 0 for 6 on the day with runners on base. All right, Austin steps up. Yeah, it doesn't matter to me. All right, Austin steps in. He has struggled in this series. 071 batting average, 0 for 3, 2 flyouts to center, a ground out to the first baseman, and looks at strike one. We'll give Austin some music because he has earned it. All right, Kim Jae-yoon, 1 for 3 on the season. He could make it 1-1, and that catches the bottom of the zone. I do not. I watch baseball. That is it. All right, here we go. The 0-2 pitch, 2 outs, down to their final out, their final strike. Austin Dean, ding, 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 and the pitch. Did he go? He swung, and that'll be the end of LG's season. Samsung wins game 4, 1-0. With wow. I would like to see the replay on that pitch, actually, as Kang Min Ho will head to the Korean series. Yeah, I mean, he swung because they said he swung, but I thought he went. Austin Dean had an absolutely awful series, and Samsung will head to Gwangju and play Kia on Monday for game 1, ladies and gentlemen. Samsung wins the series 3-1. Kenny does not have to deal with any extra traffic on Monday. So here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Samsung takes game number 4. It took a while to get this series done, but it is done. Samsung gets the 1-0 victory on the Kang Min Ho solo shot in the top of the 8th. Absolutely great pitching from both starters, but who knows? Honestly, welcome back, man. I don't know. As far as the two teams, yeah. So as far as the two teams, Kia versus Samsung, they are pretty well evenly matched. ERA, Kia's number 1, Samsung's number 3, LG was number 2. And then as far as, they're really close in a lot of things. Kia has the advantage of obviously being very, very well rested, but at the same time, that also is not a good thing all the time. The champions for the Korean series usually win almost every single year, just because they've had such a long time to set up their pitching matchups. Samsung will be okay, as they have Won Tae-in, who is going to lead off the first game. There is, again, rain being called for on Tuesday, so we'll see. So those of you that joined the chat, thank you guys very, very much. Thank you guys that donated. My very first donations, the first time I have ever made any sort of money from this. I don't think they celebrate for this round. Obviously, they might celebrate more for the Korean series. They do celebrate just at the bottom. The little, I think there's stuff down there now. But thank you guys for tuning in. Please make sure you subscribe. I am going to start working on, I've already started right here, all of these lovely things. Run up a Korean series preview So if you subscribe, you'll be able to watch that. And so thank you guys for tuning in. Absolutely fantastic broadcast. Thank you guys for talking and asking questions. I will be back on Monday night at 6:30 for game 1 of the Korean series. So until then.